Right guys, so video time yet again. Okay, now this isn't going to be just on the scalping. This is going to, I want to show, because certain members last week, you know, Stephanie in particular was having a good day, good couple of days, and then a bad day on a different types of market. Okay, I just want to, you know, highlight to Stephanie and to one or two others that, you know, if you're not made for scalping, then try something else. I'm going to show you, Stephanie, a few quick other strategies, and you know how they worked and that, and then we'll get to the scalping, guys. Okay. All right. So again, you know, oh, just one other thing before we get going. Now, I'm only pointing this out, guys, because it was brought up in the room last week and people are wondering about them. Psychological numbers, right? Now, MT can't put them on his charts, guys. It just can't. It's just that many lines, and it would clog, and then we'd have people thinking, oh yeah, but we can use the site number as well. Well, you know, just put them on your own charts. Just put them on your own charts. You don't need them on MT's charts. Okay, these are my charts. This, you know, this is the psychological number, 500. There, a double O, see? And then the 850. And that's all you have to do. Just put them on your own charts, and then you'll see it when you come into that point anyway. Okay, now price does react to them, in particular the solid numbers, but again, we are not, you know, it's going to complicate the very simple strategies by applying these to MT's charts. So, you know, as much as, you know, Hugo, PP, BR, myself and others use them, we use them on our own charts, guys. You know, that's where we see them. We don't see them on MT's charts, and in particular for scalping, you really do not need them. Okay, so that's all I'm going to mention on that. Okay, right, Stephanie, let's get to Stephanie and one or two others first. These, right, this basically would be the what do you call it, the 1 hour, the Catherine style system. Okay, now this is very simple what Catherine does, guys. It's absolutely incredibly simple what she does. She looks here for the trend, here, these 4 charts, right, and then she waits for a 1 hour BB band or a 1 hour orange line break, and then takes the trade. She might see a 5-minute yellow here, like here on the UCAD, and here, or she might see a 15-minute blue, 15-minute signal. She might not even see them whatsoever, right, but she looks for the trend. So look at the UCAD here, trend up, up, outside 1 hour BB band, a 15-minute blue turn up, whoosh, Catherine trade, dead cert winner. Very relaxing because she just said it takes 20 pips, but again, you know, for those of you doing the 15-minute strategy like Darwin, and the Wolfman's just getting into it now, Stephanie, I'm pretty sure that might suit you better as well. You know, look at this, up to the orange line, you see the little wick here, can you see the wick? Let's come down. So your first trade you would have closed there if you'd have taken 2 trades, and when that starts going up, just bring your stop loss into profit here, and it's a no, in fact it's a win-win. You cannot lose, even if that comes down or hits your stop loss, it's even more profit for that. Okay, there and there, and that, when you know, that would have possibly been your exit. I know Darwin's using them well now. When blues appear, he just says, whoa, I'm out, because he knows what happens. 15-minute blues, I'll just make a mention of them. Friday, right at the close of the session, there was a 15-minute blue appeared on a 15-minute what do you call it, BB band flip up here, and I said to you, I just pointed out, it's the last, pretty much the last thing I typed. Okay, 15-minute blue GCAD, guys, it went 54 pips. It went 54 pips. Now there were a lot of blues, like today, like this showing here, there were lots of blues on the 15-minute charts. Now here's what you have to understand. 15-minute blues are to 15-minute charts what yellows are to the 5-minute charts. Okay, so basically they say ranging. Okay, but they say, you know, ranging on the 5-minute charts, it's the yellows. On the 15-minute charts, it's the blues. Okay, so and you know, I could show you, and I will do as we go along, examples of where there's a lack, you know, of blues. Look at this here, because it's trending, guys. Look at this GCAT. There are no 15-minute blues because it was trending. Okay, look, oh yes, there were other signals that took it back to the orange line, but then bang, up again. Here, look, back to the orange line. Obviously, there might have been a blue and they disappeared. Right, but that's the point. As soon as it disappears, you say to yourself, oh, it's going back up with a trend. And go in again. Possibly a blue here. Right, but once it come down here and it disappeared, take that trade back with the trend if you're using the 15-minute. Okay? Again, I'll just show you the Jasfran. Let's see. Okay, there's quite a few there on the GU. Trend was up. You see here, there's a massive uptrend. Look at this, Steph. 1 hour orange line, boom, 20 pip winner easy. Back to the 1 hour orange line, boom, 20 pip winner easy. Back to the 1 hour orange line, boom, 20 pip winner easy. Then that strong setup appeared, and look what that did. And again, you know, if you're using these charts and that setup was there, you should have taken that one down, because that's a good, really strong golden ticket #1 setup, and that would have given you another 20 pips. Okay, Steph, so I think, you know, you should give that. Look at it this way, Steph, right? Darwin spent about 3 years mucking about with scalping. Okay, then I advised him to try the 15-minute charts, and look at his scores every day now. He's so much more confident using the 15-minute charts. Okay, Wolfman was struggling with scalping. Okay, just a few days ago, and then all of a sudden he tried the 15-minute charts, and on Thursday, I think it was, he had a 30 pip win. 30 pip win, just following the 15-minute strategy. So Stephanie, you know, getting back to that last shot here, right? Let's have a look at one then. Okay, so GU's downtrend. So you might have taken this one here. That looks like a 20 pip winner to the orange line. Then it bounced again. Okay, come up here, the blue. That was a 20 pip winner, at least a 20 pip winner. But again, here now, okay, Jasfran doesn't go against daily supers. That was one of her, what do you call it? She said, I just don't go against daily supers. It's not worth the risk. Okay, fine. Don't want to go against daily supers, then go with the daily super. Here's an example. Up, it came down, and up. Okay, but okay, it might not have been a super at this point, but once it come back down here, I'll bet it was when that 15-minute signal turned up, because that is such a strong move. Excuse me, but that's the point, Steph. It's entirely up to you. Look at the 15-minute system. Burn that 15-minute strategy into your mind and give that a go this week, Stephanie. Even if you still play around with scalping, okay, just give that 15 minutes you know, strategy a go, and if that's working for you, then try that. You could be 2-0 every day for 60 pips. I'll bet Darwin's averaging 2-0 for 50 pips every day now. And the lowest score I saw was on a really weird ranging day last week, where he got 2 times 15 on either the GU or the GJ. Okay, right, okay. So, you know, that was basically what I wanted to mention. I will show you those as we go, you know, more examples of them as we go through this video. Just another word, we have a newbie in the room called Piyush. Piyush. The first thing you need to do, Piyush, is watch this video here on the newbie site. Introduction video. This will give you an idea of what the arrows are, what the BB bands are, but you know, my advice to you, Piyush, right, if you're really serious about making some serious money here, then learn how to trade Forex. It is very simple to learn how to trade it. Okay, you get demo accounts with your brokers. and you can demo, this system until you feel confident enough to start trading for real. Okay, and then you just start. Okay, start small and build it up. Okay, but I can assure you there's, I know there are still strugglers in the room, which I'm going to try and help on the scalping. But at the end of the day, right, the system, guys, is all about this, how to trade the golden ticket. And that's all the strategies are based on that, the golden ticket. Okay, right, so let's go and have a look at the recordings. Okay, well, I'm just going to look at a couple before we get on to the scalping and the techniques that I use, and in particular what MT uses. And you're going to love MT's stop loss, by the way, guys. You're going to absolutely love it. Alright, so let's have a look. Just have a quick look at number 93. I think I said I was going to do. Right, these are just to show you what has actually happened. Right, I'll pause it there, I think. Okay, right, so we were saying about the Jasfran setups and how they work with the trend, and how she actually does it with the trend. Okay, right, well let's have a look then. Alright, supers on GCAD, UCAD, outside 1 hour BB band. Look what's happened. Right, but the fact that you had a super here, this had gone through and then come back to the orange line, this is back, bowed up a lot more, but it would have broke the 1 hour orange line there and then shot up again, and that would have been a Jasfran trade there, because I think it would have, anyway, I think it would have been a solid trade, even though it was against the trend, because you had a daily super and you came back to the 1 hour orange line. Not so much the Jasfran because it was against the trend, but you had quite a strong setup here, and that would have indicated that it was going to go back up. Alright, but look at the GCAD. This, you've got a daily super again, it's downtrending there. This now on the 8 hour is looking like it's turning the corner. It's a trend, like 4 hour BB band. Look here again, came back to the orange line. You had a daily super. Look at the move. Okay, let's look at the 15-minute charts. You're doing the 15-minute system, so okay, I'm not sure if these were there from the start, but you were outside all these BB bands here, and then you got a 15-minute blue. Okay, so you weren't trusting that move, but let's say, I mean, this was prior to 9 o'clock anyway. You can see 9 o'clock here. Okay, so this move's happened, it's come back here, 9 o'clock, you come in the room, you're right on the 15-minute orange line with, I would suggest, a strong setup here, because that was quite a big move. Okay, pull back there. That would have been your entry there, the 15-minute. Yes, you'd have definitely 100% got momentum. Okay, alright, so you took your first trade, it's 1 here, right, then it starts coming back. You see, this is the thing, you can take 2 trades, or you can just take 1 and then take it again afterwards. It's entirely up to you guys. Okay, so let's say you close your trade there, and then you were waiting to hit the orange line again. There you go, you got momentum, bang, that was your second trade. 2 trades in the session there, guys, that gave you at least 40 pips. Alright, Stephanie, again, look at the GCAD. Exactly the same. 15-minute orange line here, bang, comes back to it here. This is one of them where it would have been better to take 2. You can see, the little red didn't come back that much, but once your first trade's won and this pullback's happened and it starts to go again, you just bring your stop loss into profit, so you cannot possibly lose, Stephanie. You cannot possibly lose that second trade. It's the same here. If you'd have taken the 2 trades here, it's come back, it starts going up again here, just bring your stop loss into profit, right, and then you can't lose, and that would have been your exit. You might have got out earlier because of that blue there, but again, if momentum's still flashing, then there's no need to get out until the momentum starts flashing. and I think that with that and that would have been your exit there. Okay, not gonna get to the scalping for a few minutes, guys. Just got another couple of these to show. I just want to show you the examples you know, of these. I'm going back a bit here now. Let's have a look at number 77. Round about the same time. Okay. Catherine style trade. Look at this. Big down trade. Okay. 4 hour orange line. Probably paste it. 1 hour BB band. That is the Catherine. That is the Catherine, and look what you got here as well. Look, down, bounce, boom. Okay, so again, you principally, you know, if you took 2 trades here, you know, this one come back to the BB band, so you might have closed it thinking, oh, panicking a bit. Get straight back in if you're doing the 15 minutes system, and you'd have bagged a lot of pips there. Look here, 1 hour orange line, trend is massively up. That's Catherine's definitely made 20 pips there. If you're doing the 15 minute system, look what happened again, back and then boom, and then this now, you know, if that stops flashing green, or you get a, you know, a 5 minute signal, yellow or green, or this flashes red, close your trade. Close your trade. You've made 2-0 there, and I'll tell you now, I mean, this is the EG. Imagine the GJ move on that. Well, the GU move went from 1675 down to 1521. It was over 150 pips, that move. Okay, I know it's a big move, big day, but 150 pips in an hour. Stephanie, and you'd have been 2-0 there for at least 150 pips, because you'd have had 20 when it hit here. Then when it starts going down again, you bring your stop loss inside and just leave it to go until something here tells you to get out. Might have been this yellow. If that flashes green, close your trade. Okay, and that is basically Steph, how easy it is, you know, on the 15 minute and the 1 hour charts to make money if you're struggling with scalping. Some people are just not made for scalping. Okay, again, you know, you had a daily orange line bounce here, this excuse me, these are the kind of things that John Wicks looks for. Outside, 8 hour BB band here with the trend, bang, he's in, and he's going to leave it to this BB band here, maybe even further. Okay, same here, outside the 8 hour, it pierced, pretty much daily BB band, he's just going to leave that to run until something tells him to get out. Okay, he's probably, well, he does, he adds to it as well, multiple entries. Alright, so again, you know, that was number 77. Quick look at number 63, and then we'll get on to the scalping, guys. But again, I just want to highlight, you know, that the only thing that's mucking people up in here is their own head, because there are multiple ways to trade. Stop reading the chat, stop reading people saying bam. The only reason I'm doing it at the moment is for the scalpers, right? Because I'm putting up the entry points, the HA BB band flip up, the 5 minute yellow, because all these things that I look for give more than 5 pips. Okay, so let's have a look at 63. Again, we're going to pause it here. Whoa, that's not crystal clear, is it? Let's get it on the HD. Okay, the point I wanted to make on this one, again, you know, GU, if you look at this, it's more downtrend, yes, yeah, downtrend, right? What we did have here was a 4 hour blue, some point pushing price up, and you can see this, look what it did, guys. This is the thing with blues. Look, back to the bang, back to the 15 minute orange line, bang, back to the 15 minute orange line, bang. And what are we lacking here, guys, on this strong trend up? Blues. No blues. No blues. You know, okay, let's have a look at this one here. EG, again, downtrend, I think. Yeah, downtrend on the long terms, bouncing off 4 hour on time. A bit messy, the trend today, to be honest with you. Again, look, down, down, down on the 15s, but then you get blues, and look, it starts to turn around. Again, a blue here, and look, okay, it didn't do it straight away, but it starts to turn around. Sometimes it happens that way, guys, you know. Again, ranging day, well, ranging week, by the looks of it on UCAD, but look at the blues telling you what's going to happen. Okay, and look, 15-minute blue there, woomph. Okay, big downtrend here. 1 hour BB band the Catherine there, definitely would have taken that. 4 hour orange line, blues early warning, but look how long it took before it eventually went. But then look, bang, down, bang, down, bang. Okay, so that's basically giving you an idea of what you know, the different ways of trading. You know, you don't have to, if you're not made for scalping, then try one of the other strategies, the 15-minute system, or do the Catherine, or the 1 hour orange line and BB band bounces. You know, they're definitely going to give you pips, and I think those two type of strategies, Stephanie, might suit you more, and Russ in particular, rather than the scalping strategies. I mean, you can still muck around with the scalping if you want, you know, get it on demo and have a play with it, but your pips, you know, you get your bread and butter trade, you know. And if we've got a really ranging day, then there are two things to look for. Look for the yellows on the 5-minute and HA charts, and look for the blues on the 15-minute charts, and that's all you have to wait for on ranging days. Okay? Alright, so that's Stephanie sorted out, and the longer term trades, guys. So, right, let's get to the scalping techniques, shall we? Just one other thing, Sergeant Pip has asked me to mention about wicks. Now, wicks, Sarge, you already know about them. You know exactly, your interpretation of them last week was perfect. Okay, but I'll just go over that again now on this particular chart here. I'll do that and I'll get it out of the way. Okay. Basically, guys, what wicks do, especially, and this is where the best, on the long-term time frames here. Okay, you can already see these here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 wicks before this shot through the orange line, and basically all they mean is when you see wicks, whether they're up or down, like here on the GU, it's come down, gone up, come down, gone up, come down, gone up. Right, basically all they say is that price can't hold the level it keeps going down to, like that. Okay, and it keeps coming back up, so it's telling you straight away, right, that the chances are really high that it's going to go up. Okay, that's what, you know, they tell you. And you look here on the GJ, you had one here, then another one here, another one here, this one went up again there, another one here, and then boom. Okay, that's what they do. That's what they do. And the best example of you know, wicks, as I say, is on the longer term time frames. They just tell you that price can't, you know, especially on the 1 and 4s, because that for scalping, the 1 and 4s are what you need. You do not need the 8 hour and the daily. Okay, you're scalping, you're after 5 or 6 pips, so you're working from the 5-minute charts and the HA charts. Okay, once you've got your direction. Always better to go with the golden ticket, but I have stated that some of the things I look for are HA, second moves, which you'll see very plainly on the HA chart. There's one on the GU and the GJ there, and the UCAD as it happens, and you know, 5-minute yellows. Right, but you can't just dive in on these, guys. You've got to wait for momentum on these for these to work, because you're going against the move. That's what they say. We are going against the move if you're going to take them. Right, the safer thing to do would be to do what Hans does and just say, right, I've got my bias, it's up, whether it's trend or a strong bias against the trend, and that's all I'm going to do. Okay, and he works that brilliantly. Last week there was one score. Once he'd got his hard line fitted, which you really should have had from the start, Hamsies. But anyway, it's sorted now. Well done. Is to just go the correct direction and keep going that way. In fact, Hans was 5-0 for 60 odd pips, I think it was, and that's perfect. That's perfect trading, guys. Seriously, perfect trading. Okay, so again, I'm going to show you, as I say, the techniques and that I touched on Friday. Getting before momentum, and the best bit is how I'll show you MT stop loss, because MT stop loss is momentum. That's what it is. That's his stop loss, momentum. Okay, when it flashes against him, it closes his trade. That's his stop loss. So, it might be 2 pips when he showed he scored. Did you remember seeing he scored? He had a 2.2 green, which means he won 2.2 pips. Okay, so that probably went up to 4 pips, and then because the momentum turned on him, he closed the trade and still won 2.2 pips. That is a brilliant, brilliant stop loss, guys. And if you're going to scalp 5 or 6 pip trades, which you can do 10, 20 times a day in here, easy, right? That is the perfect stop loss, honestly, right? But it all relies on you getting in at the perfect time, and that's off the 5-minute orange line. Flipped up BB bands, keep an eye out for them. Oh, I love flipped up BB bands, or flip down BB bands, guys. And I don't even hesitate. I just get in straight away, unless momentum's flashing against me. I'll just dive in. Okay. What else? 15-minute blues. Look at these 15-minute blues here. Momentum, bang, winner. 15-minute blue, momentum, winner. 15-minute blue, momentum, winner. They just look. 15-minute blue, momentum, 1 for 5 pips, 6 pips, whatever. Okay, but again, we'll just also highlight the Jasfran trades as they come along. I mean, there's not really one here as yet. I mean, this could be considered it. The trend is up. 8-hour orange line, 4-hour BB band. We broke the 4-hour BB band. All these wicks saying up. This for me is, Jasfran probably took this anyway. It's going up. Okay, as you see with the GJ there, it's going up. But we're not. This video now, from now on, is about scalping and the techniques. Okay, but again, look at the GJ here. 5-minute yellow to get it going. Winner. Comes back to the orange line here. Hit it. Right. This trade was probably up here before. Excuse me. Before momentum flashed. Right. The momentum flashed. Bang. You've won. Immediately won. Because you were 3 or 4 pips up, because you got in before momentum. Okay, it's just looking for the signs, and as I said, it's things like this here, jazz crosses, flipped up BB bands. Look at this here. If you were here, and then this BB band flipped up, you should have just dived in, right? And then if that flashed red, close it immediately. But it could be up here before that flash red, so you could have been 3 or 4 pips up, and then got away with a 2.2 win like MT did. All right, you understand that? Right, but if you wait for momentum, it might already be up here, and then it flashes red, and it comes down, and you're 3 or 4 pips down, and that's where a lot of you go wrong. You're waiting for momentum, and when you're only after, 5 or 6 pips. Okay. All right. Look where you are here. Now, look where you are on these two. Okay. So when I let this go, when that stops flashing, we're going to take the trade. Okay, and then again, if it flashes red, okay, we'll close the trade. Okay, because that way, you'll that's your stop loss. That's the way to scalp with a stop loss. That is a perfect stop loss that MT's come up with there. Okay, so stop flashing here. Here, hit your BB bands. Keep an eye on these candles as well here. Right, still red, you can't get in yet. So just let it stop flashing, guys. Let it stop. You're on the orange line here. Let it go. Oh, I'll pause just before that again. What else do we look for, guys? 5-minute BB bands, look, here. Down, here, down, and that's with the trend, I suppose. I wouldn't worry too much about that yet. It's, you know, it's not broke the BB band there, so that little red might mean nothing. You below here, excuse me. Right, you're on. This is the Catherine. This is the Catherine here now. You know, this is going to go down. 5-minute BB band. HA yellow. That's another thing to look for. They are brilliant, guys. You can just get in straight away on that. With the golden ticket, you find the golden ticket set up like this is on the 1 hour orange line. Just get in. Just get in, and then, you know, if it flashes against you, just think to yourself, well, you know, I mean, again, I would use my stop loss here and just say, oh, this is no problem, this is going down, it's 1 hour orange line. You might do what MT does, and if this flashes green again, just close it and wait for it to flash red. Okay, because again, this is off a 1 hour orange line, guys, so it's going to move more than 5 or 6 pips, so you can afford to wait for the momentum here, if you understand what I'm saying. Right, I'm letting it go anyway, I'm talking too much. Oh, sometimes these take ages. This is why I should have really done it on Google Chrome and sped it up, but no, I'll just have to flip through. Right, these have gone quiet now, you see. They've gone quiet. Yeah? Right. There, I mean, see the little bit of green there? I'm pausing it. See the little bit of green there? I'm in. Right, 04, and that one's, oh, I can't see, 12 back looks of it, but look at the UCAD. Guys, you got in when you saw the yellow there, 67, so let's say he was 66, it's already 63, you're already 3 pips up, and it's not flashed. You understand? It's like you're 3 pips up. Instead of starting this trade when momentum flashes and it recoils off this orange line, rebounds off this orange line here, starting your trade from 3 pips down, you're starting your trade 3 pips up. Okay, this is what I'm trying to get into people's heads. Right, I'm going to fast forward now. Look, that's one already, because you were in on the first sign, and the momentum's just took you out, bang. Well, 10, it says 10 to 15 there, so it's a 5 pip win. Literally, I mean, it's going more. Right, GU is 02, it's 05 before momentum, well, it was 03, 04 before momentum flash, but there, look, that's one, that one, based on BB band flip ups. This one was based on HA yellow, 1 hour orange line. It's not one yet, this one, but you're still 3 pips up. Right, so let's fast forward and see what eventually happened on that. Woomph. That trade you've won at the start of this candle here. This one was won pretty much at the start of that candle there. This one you were 3 pips up as you got in the trade. And look, bang, you've won. You've won. Okay, you understand, guys? And you know, look at the Catherine now. Look at it. Let's have a look what this is. 57, 67. So you were in at, did we say 66 because that yellow appeared then? Right, 66. Okay, so that's 9 pips. Right, I'm going to, you know, fast forward a bit again, but again, this is basically all it is, guys. And as I say, if you dived in on this one, and this trade early, and you were 3 pips up here, and let's say that flashed green straight away, you closed your trade like MT does, right? You'd have been 2 pips up, 1 pip up, or at the most a pip down. In fact, to be a pip down on that particular trade, it would have had to break hit the BB band again, at least. Okay, so you're not waiting for momentum, you're looking at the 5 minute orange line, bang, HA BB band, bang, look, candle colour change there. That's what we're going on. As soon as that little bit of green shown on the 5 minute, it showed there, and woof. Okay, HA yellow there because you were on the 1 hour orange line. These are the things to look for, and then just say to yourself, right, okay. I mean, you just started your day there with 3-0, 15 pips. You'd have took all 3. Okay, and that's pretty much from 9 o'clock. Right, now imagine how many times this happens a day, guys. Okay, we'll fast forward. And sooner or later you're going to realise that you can go open TP on these and then just close it when mom flips on you, and I'm not sure how many pips that is, 02 to 18, 16 pipper there so far. Similar here. 11, it was a bit less, that's a 20 pipper on the GJ. This one here, remember, 1 hour orange line, look at it now. We said 66, didn't we? It's at 53, 13 pips so far, that yellow. Guys, and you jumped in ahead of momentum. Your trade was won before mom even flashed. You could have even used this yellow, just let it pull back there, and then when mom flashed green again, as NT does, take it again. Again, look, if you look on the HA there, it hit the orange line, started to change colour. Momentum flashed, take it, bang, winner. Okay, you understand, guys. It's scalping's not hard, but what you have to have is you've got to be watching the charts all the time. I think what MT does is when he takes these trades like this, okay, he's hovering over the stop trade button. So if mom flashes on him, he hits the stop straight away, and if you use momentum as your stop loss, then this will become very easy to you. It just means you've got to focus. When you're in a trade, you have got to focus. Yeah. Again, now, would you be taking this? Well, this is one of them where I say, 5 minute yellows, sometimes they can win without getting in, without momentum, but look, these are still alright. You had one little flash of red here, it says -1, but the better thing to do now, if you look at your golden ticket setup, the trend is up, golden ticket saying up, so the better thing to do, even if Hugo would have won this by now if he'd taken it, BR probably would have, but my advice to you, right, while you've got the golden ticket on your side, to trade that way. So now look for green momentum. Candle colour change. Look at this BB band flip up. If it comes down here, right, just hit it to the upside, because you've got the golden ticket backing you up. Okay, well, let's fast forward again a bit. Right, look, you see now. Right, let's have a look. Minus. Ooh, that minus, don't it? Look, see the little candle in here now? Take it. Take it up. Look at it. Take it and look at this. Then momentum flashed. Okay, let's fast forward, see what happened. Okay, so momentum, no, it stayed green, still green, so okay, this is going to against you a bit, don't worry about it, right? You're back on a flipped up BB band here, so this is going to go up, this is going to bounce. I know you're worried about this being some kind of second move, but for me, this BB band here will force price up. Oh, look at that UCAD, guys. The Catherine there. Has that gone 20 pips yet? We're in at 66, 48, 18 pips so far. Okay, now on the GU, the GJ, that would have won the 20 pips. Even the GCAD, that then would be pause it. When that flashed red, that would have been your exit. So okay, you lost a couple of pips there. All right, you understand, guys? You're not letting this now go 10 pips against you. You just close it and take a couple of pip loss, right? But when it flashes green again, then you get back into the upside. Okay. GCAD as well, 104 to 86. That one, yes, 86, 14, 18 pips as well. That was after 30-minute orange line. Okay, watch here now. You're looking for a candle colour change again to take up. If you didn't get out, so be it. This is what you have a stop loss for, guys, you know. And you're with the golden ticket. This is the one. I'm going to pause again. When you're with the golden ticket, this is the one where I wouldn't get out. Because the golden ticket's backing you up. Now, if you were going against the golden ticket, then yes, get out on the mum flip. Okay, but because you're going, the golden ticket is backing you up. Look, 1 and 4 hour signals plus trend. This is where I say I'll use my stop loss and let it go a few pips against me, right? Because I trust the golden ticket. Okay, so let's say you stayed in and trusted the golden ticket on this one. And fast forward again. Oops. And there you go. Look, you know, you hit the BB band again and bang up. Not sure if it, you know, from here, you're probably 3, maybe 4. You're probably 3 pips up at the moment. A quick slurp of coffee. And again, the GJ there. Right, that Catherine trade there, down 1. Okay, so anyone that took the Catherine, bang. Already won, done for the day. 15-minute system, yeah, again, look at this flip down here. Again, you know, I'm just going to pause there looking at this. I'm not sure what would happen with this. You've got a daily down, so you should be taking them down, really. And would it have won? Well, it says 88 from 04. It's still only 18 pips, but again, I would think you'd get, you know, your 20 pips there. If not, and it turns on, you could always close it. Right, come on then. 18, there you go. 18, 19, probably won. You know, and you did jump in early here, and you relied on your stop loss a bit because you were with the golden ticket. But if, I'll pause it again, if you got out because momentum turned on you, right, then you got straight back in here because of the candle colour change and the flip up again. Then, you know, you probably 13, you might have been in at 14, maybe 15 there, which means you're 4 pips up at the moment, and momentum's flashing like crazy as well, so. Okay, let's fast forward a bit and see where we went to on these. So it doesn't say, yeah, 20, it's over 20, you can see the 20 just above the 18 there. So it went, you know, again, you've probably won that trade, and if not, it's still pushing now, there's plenty of green momentum. Okay, so again, another trade, but you did it, you can do it one of 2 ways. You can rely, because you're with the golden ticket, you can rely on your stop loss, or if you want to use momentum as your stop loss, then you'd have got out and then got straight back in. Understand, guys? And that is all MT does. He you know, he's using momentum as his stop loss, and that for scalping is a super strategy. Okay, I think that GCAD won down, didn't it? 85, yeah, it went to about 84, and it was 04. Yeah, close one for 20 pipper there, but again, you know, this time it wasn't a Catherine move, but it was a golden ticket number 4, because the trend is up on the GCAD, whereas it's down, more down on the UCAD. Okay, so again, let's go. Fast forward. It broke the BB band there, it broke the BB band there, so both those trades would have won. Fast forward again. BB band flip up here. signal. You might have taken this. He's still in the green here, so yeah, you could have taken that. If you did, 15, 18. No, let's well 19. Let's say you got in at 17. Okay, gives you sort of signal here at 17. Okay, it's 19. Fast forward. Oh, easily won. Easily won. You sort of flip up here, the signal, bang. Easily won. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting this, guys. You know, you're just jumping in early ahead of the momentum based on the fact that you had the golden ticket with you on this particular day. You had the golden ticket and the trend with you, which is, you know, beautiful. And you're taking the trades off the 5-minute orange lines or if the HA flipped up BB bands. Signals as well were appearing, which is, you know, good. Okay, so we'll just flip through again. Should you be taking this 5-minute signal here? Well, if Hugo took it, if it goes to 21, it's one for him. I mean, it is, it's at 21, 26 to 21. It's already one for him. And he'd have looked here and seen that. Whether he'd have gone against it, yeah. Knowing Hugo, he would have. And BR. He'd have taken that, and what it's already won for them because they didn't wait for momentum. They saw the yellow here and here and just dived in. Alright, but again, you know, if you're struggling at the moment, wait for the golden ticket setups, okay? Or if this is going to turn, let it go below the 5-minute orange line and then start looking for your trades down when the BB bands flip down. You know, but it did win this anyway. Did this green win with the HA yellow 39 to 32? Yep, and that one won. These are the things I look for, guys, you know. And you're getting back up here on the 15 minutes as well. Okay, just to point out the 15-minute. Once you got your bias there, Stephanie, Darwin, Wolfman, Ashes, Mayer, I think, has been dabbling with this as well, for 15-minute BB band. Okay, prior to this might have been, you see the little whip, pull back to the orange line, bang, there was your entry. 15-minute orange line, down, up a bit. Now, that might have been, okay, I'll close my trade, because it was a 1-hour BB band as well, you know what I mean? So, anyway, if you took the GJ from 9 o'clock, 15-minute orange line, that might have been your exit. Blue, 15-minute blue. Okay, but again, you know, this is why I say, if you're going to take a 5-minute yellow or a 15-minute blue, wait for momentum, because you're going against the golden ticket, you're against the trend, and still, even with, if you waited for momentum, it easily won there. Okay, now, would I be looking up? Yes, these stop flashing, take it. And we'll use the two methods I've just mentioned. Okay, I'm going to take this. These stop flashing. You can see at the moment this is against us. It's no good. Oh, you see, this is what I talk about the recoil. If you'd have waited, and it flashes green now, okay, this could push down again, and you'll start your trade from about 3 or 4 pips down. Okay, if you'd have taken it straight off the bat, 12, 16, you're probably 3 or 4 pips already up here. 27 to 32, oh, bloody one already. Okay, but again, you know, because you looked at the yellow and you've got the golden ticket backing you up, you could have just dived straight in here. Okay, so you're like, let's say you did, and you're 3 pips up on the GU. Let's look at momentum, same here. You took this one, you're 3 pips up. Oh, green momentum, 3 pips up. So, what did we say? 27, 29. We got in at 29 here. It's 34. That's one. That flash of momentum took you out. That flash of green momentum there won that trade. This one we said 12, 14. We call it 15 you got in here, right? Because you've a lousy entry. Okay, 15. Is that 16 or 18, guys? I can't really see. It might have been a bad call calling it 15 there, but you know. again, this flashes red, you might want to close it. If not, look, keep doing this, pushing up. You know, but the way you look at it, you're with the golden ticket here. Okay, so you should be thinking to yourself, yeah, okay, I'll let it go. 3, 2, 3, 4, no more than 5 pips against me, and then I'll close it. Okay, at the moment, you're a pip down. I'm going to have to fast forward, guys. There you are, you see? That goes up. 15, 17, with 2 pips up. Ooh. If that one hadn't won, then that should have got you out. You know, big momentum like that. Second move. But it did, it had already won. Okay, GU, we're at 17 with 2 pips up. Come on. Let's, move on a bit. Oh, God, easily won. Easily won in the end. You know, 21, 15, yeah, easily 6, 7 pips. And that was with a lousy entry of 15, we said, which was, you know, 3 pips. If you'd have seen the yellow and hit it, that would have been won at 17 ages ago, even before that little red candle there. Alright, guys, and that is it. That's all you've got to look for. It's just thinking to yourself, right, well, you know, I've got the golden ticket with me. I can afford to let this go a few pips against me. If you're going against the golden ticket, against the trend, against the golden ticket with these trades like you did on this one, if that had flashed green, then you should have just closed it. Done what MT does. Just say, right, bang, I'm out, I'll take the small loss. Right, and if you keep going like this all day, right, and I have been saying this for a long time now, guys, just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, right, you're going to find at the end of the day you've won your day, you know. But as scalpers, you've got to accept. Again, look, the BB band flips up here. You would have seen that here. So just get in. You were on the 5-minute orange line, just get in. That, you know, before the momentum had flashed, it probably won. Because you just got in straight off the orange line here. You'd have seen that. Doesn't matter that it didn't touch it. You've seen it flip up. You were on the orange line. Bang. Okay. Another great example here. Look, you had some kind of second move here on the GK, but then look, it came back to the orange line. Look. Use of a wick sarge. And then boom. Candle colour change there. It went from red to green. Boom. Lots of momentum. Definite. Absolute 100% winner. You know? Okay, and by the way, did that go to 20 pips? I think we said it did, didn't it? 62 to, well, it was more than that one. It's 67, I think it was. To 36, that was 66. It was a 30 pip move, so you know, the Catherine gave you more than 20 pips there. Oh, aye. A few more. Do a few more just to show you. Yeah, still going up GU. Still going up. Well, eventually it came back a bit here, and then went boom. Whether momentum flashed or not, the natural movement, because it's with the trend and with the golden ticket, the natural movement is up. So momentum to push this down, for this to go down, it needed momentum. You understand? So if there's no momentum when you're going with the golden ticket, the natural movement is up. It's just like a car rolling downhill. A trend is like a car rolling downhill, and to stop it rolling downhill and to push it the other way, to push it up the hill, you need momentum, and that's what going against the trend is. Okay? Quick look. Yeah, again, you know, definite winners. Definite winners. And you know the amazing part is, guys, right, if you were not doing the scalping, but you're doing the scalping, the 5-minute orange lines, if you were doing the 5-minute orange lines in a similar way to what John Wick's done in the past, multiple entries, you would have had an entry here, or like Sergeant Pip is doing now. He'd take 2 trades here. He'd have one for 5 pips, one, I think he was doing 15 or 10, or if he's doing it open TP, what you should try doing is one for 5 pips and leave the other one running. Take another one here for 5 pips and leave the other one running. Another one here for 5 pips and leave the other one running. Another one here for 5 pips, leave the other one running. Another one here for 5 pips, leave the other one running. So you'd have won 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 pips in the bag, plus you've got 5 trades starting here, open from here to here, from here to here, from somewhere here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. Right, and that's just trade. That's how you trade one pair. You know, when you've got a golden ticket set up or the trend, that's how you trade one pair. You know, and if you'd took the GJ today, you'd have killed it. The GJ, in my opinion, was a stronger setup, but it was also a stronger trend than the GU. I mean, you've had a bigger move back, in my opinion, here, but you also had the move going before we came in the room. You know, this candle. So then you were back on the orange line, and this is only going one way. Boom! Look, 8-hour orange line. When that candle started, beautiful. 4-hour when that candle started, beautiful. And look again. Where were we? 8:30. That'd probably been your first trade. Your second, you might have taken it here. If not, you did take it here. You took it here, and you took it here, and you might even have taken that one there. Okay, guys. So that's it. All right. You know, as I said, MT is using momentum as his stop loss. I would advise, you know, if you're going with a golden ticket and these don't stay down, if there's no 1 hour blue here, then you really don't have to worry too much. You know, I know sometimes it moves without a 1 hour blue, but there'll be blues elsewhere. You know, I mean, look, you've got blues here and here, but there's no blue up here, and this is a really strong move. And again, look at the GU here, guys. Look, this BB band flips up here. Once you saw that, you should have just dived in. There's nothing here on any of these charts to say it was going to go against the golden ticket, and momentum flashed, and you probably won it already. You know? Okay? So let's go and have a look, see what happened. Yeah, that definitely won. Definitely won. And you got in just based on this BB man here flipping up. You saw it, you were here. Little candle inside this candle here. Yeah, I trust this bang. I trust the golden ticket bang. Oh god, easy one now. Okay, GCAD was the same. You saw this BB band flip up. You had this little candle. These are a lot easier to read now because the yellow line's gone, guys. You had a little candle here inside this candle here, and that would have been your entry. And then, as I say, you've got a choice. You can use red flashing mom as your stop loss. Bang, I'm closing it. Or you can trust the setup. And again, you had a golden ticket number 1, trending golden ticket number 1. Yes, I know it's against the super, but the super's done its job. Touched the daily orange line, and it broke the 8-hour BB, and you're gonna get a bounce up, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so yeah, pretty easy once you get the knack of it, guys. It's just looking for those entries, looking for the HABB band flip ups, looking for price being on 5-minute orange lines, making sure momentum's not flashing against you. Look for the candle colour change, look for the jazz crosses, anything that tells you that you can get in ahead of momentum, right? And guys, go with this, the golden ticket. That way, you know, you're not going to lose that much. And again, those that are using the 3-step system, this was 3 steps all day. Look, get direction from 1, 4, 8 and daily. Well, these set up take trade from 5-minute orange line, or that should say HABB band. Well, 5-minute orange lines, look, all day long. HABB bands kept flipping up, bang, flipped up, bang. You know, so and that's it. That's it. Mom's in direction of trade. Basically, I've told you how you can get in ahead of momentum there, and the reason I've done that is because I know a lot of you, when you're waiting for momentum, you click it and it recoils, you're starting your trade 3 or 4 pips down. But if you're getting ahead of momentum, you're starting your trade 3 or 4 pips up, and then when momentum flashes, your trade's won. Yeah, so, you know, just practice it. Pick one recording, go on, use Google Chrome and use the fast forward, and just do it at, say, maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times faster. That way you can get, you know, one recording in an hour, and just do one every day until you get really, really good at this. And as I say, when momentum flashes against you, just write it all down. When momentum flashes against you, either use the MT way, which is to use momentum as his stop loss. If it flashes against him, he gets out. There's no mucking about. He's just bang out. I don't care about a 2 or 3 pip loss, you know, and that's good. It's working really well for him. Okay, or if you're going with the golden ticket, which you should be, or with the trend, strong trends, which you should be, because that's what the golden ticket says. Okay, you rely on your stop loss. But again, just watch it and make sure it doesn't go any more than 5 pips against you. Then your losses are minimal, guys. Okay. Hugo, I mean, that's I'll go in. He's fine now, by the way. Okay. Again, I'm just going to kind of fast forward to where we might have turned here and just show you how to properly do this. Right, so again, right, I'm going to pause there. Again, loads of momentum, 15-minute blue. This would have won. You know, HA arrow there, 38 to 32, that's won. You know, momentum, 5-minute green, 15-minute, 30-minute signal, way outside here. You're only after 5 to 6 pips. That's, you know, they've won. Again here with this UCAD, okay, you can say, but you have broke the 8-hour BB band, the 4-hour BB band, the 1-hour BB when it's left a wick. Look at this wick here. This is going up. These 2 wicks here will push UCAD back up, probably to the 1-hour on time. But the point is, when you're scalping, that would give 6 pips. Okay, but again, because you were going against the move, you might wait for momentum. All right. Excuse me. There you go, GU1. Now, right, should you be taking this? Well, for me now, you're risking it. Okay, because you're way outside here, and the chances are this could turn. So this now, you know, might start going down off the underside of the orange line. But what you can do, if you did take it, if you look here, it was like 22 when it first appeared. So if you did hit it there, because it's off the 15-minute orange line, basically, this yellow line here, and mum's flashing red, then just close it, guys. Just close it. Or flip it, turn it down. Okay? Let's see what eventually happened. Yeah, you see how it's going red here now. This is what I suspected. Once you turn, and you don't just turn for, you know, one little 5-pip trade. You usually turn for a good while. Yeah, and if you'd have taken it down, that's probably one now. Oh, by the way, look at that UCAP, guys. Look, you know, back here, bang. Look again. And this is what I say. Look, you know, those wicks there, Mr. Pepper. Mr. Sergeant Pepper. Just a big indication of what's possibly going to happen. Yeah, back to again another big BB band flip down here. These are the things you've got to watch for, guys. You know, these are my favourite. I see a HA BB band flip, I know that the price is going to react from them. Yeah, look, you see here, this candle colour change now. I'd probably be in this down. Yeah, and it would have won. Come down here. So from about 26, and it went down to below 20. Yeah, it's been a close one, but it'd probably go down more anyway. Let's have a quick look. Oh God, yeah. You know what I mean, guys? That's all you have to do. Jesus, that was a move. Okay, all right. I personally, guys, for those of you that like scalping, then this is the best way to do it. And for those of you like Stephanie who struggle with scalping, Darwin, who's obviously found his way, guys, on the 15-minute charts, don't change. Just have a play on the scalping, because the 15-minute charts are tell you everything you need to know. When blues appear, you can get a trade in there, Darwin. I mean, you would have been, biased up here, so you'd have taken that, right, and that would have been your second trade there. Closed it at the blue, but you're definitely going to, with momentum, you're definitely going to get a 10-pip move in there. So you could have said to yourself, well, I'm going to set this for 10. Because it's against the golden ticket, but you could have taken that for another 10 pips, Darwin. And basically you could end up, on a really weird day, making quite a lot of pips just using the blues. And there are some charts that I could show you guys where, the G card in particular, because if the GU and the U card are going in the opposite direction, the G card's a bit of a mess. But on the 15-minute time frame, I think I saw one, it had 7 blues, right, and they all worked up and down, right, and in a couple of hours you see 4 blues, right, that's 80 pips. Again, here you had a 5-minute yellow. You could have taken it, just said, right, okay, I don't know when the man flashed the mystic guys, but again, it might come down again from here. But this is the kind of thing for me that would work. Flashing green, but it's coming down a bit. So you've got in on the flash there, and you're now 3 or 4 pips down. You understand? You've got to let this happen and then wait for the next flash. All right, you can't. It's like, and that's where a lot of scalpers go wrong. They're getting in on this, and it's like, oh God, it's 5 pips against me now. Because you're getting in on the flash of that momentum. Scalpings are about the BB bands, the orange lines, the clocking the signals before momentum flashes. And if you can do that, you can absolutely master. Look at this G card here. It went back up here, and you should have been looking for that down there. There wasn't any sign to say it was going down, but expect it basically. 5-minute BB band here. Did it go back to the 1 hour orange line? It wasn't far off it, yeah. That's one. Again, there was a second move though. Look, it came back here and started to go here, and then you get a signal as well. Bang. Ooh, wicks. Might be worthwhile checking that up. Again, there, Sarge. Look, I know you like your wicks, and if you understand them, it just tells you it can't hold that level, and that's basically what they do. So, guys, for you scalpers, I'm just gonna flip to the end of this and see exactly what happened here. Yeah, you see, once the GU had turned, it turned, and look, and it kept coming down. Okay, same with the GJ, your trades were down, even if it went against you a couple of times. Once they turn for a good while, not just for everybody's thinking here, oh, I can take this up now. It turned, take it down. Alright, you might have taken this because it was a 5-minute yellow, it was one, but then take it down, back to it, take it down. You might have taken this now because there's a 5-minute yellow. Let's see if I can get right to the end and see what that did. Well, this one, 22, 29, that one would have won. Not sure about this one. It was like 10 to maybe did touch the 15, but again, it probably does win. Probably goes back to the 5-minute orange line. I just haven't got the recording. Yeah, you see, didn't have the recording to show it. Anyway, guys, that is how you scalp. You look for the signs. You look for the HABB band flips. You look for the jazz crosses, right? You look for the candle colour change, like here. Yeah, it went from red to green. The jazz cross there, right? You look for the signals, and in particular yellows. I mean, yellows with a pink next to them are dynamite, guys. Absolute dynamite on the HA, especially with the golden ticket. Okay, look for the orange lines. right? And not just on, I mean, you know, it's like I shown you on the UCAD before, right? That, let's get back to it, where we can see it. This here was a 1 hour orange line, you know? So it's like, oh yeah, it's going to react. Look, each one of those that hit the 5 minute BB band, when it was on the orange line, 1 hour orange line, won. Right? 5 pipper definite, 5 pipper definite, 20 pipper. You know, so these are the things you're looking for. And if you're going to use the 5 minute yellows and the 15 minute blues, okay, then just make sure you've got momentum with you, because they will give 5 or 6 pips. Okay, Stephanie, just stay with it, darling. Try this 15 minute strategy. If you know, if you're struggling, just ask me, and I'll give you honest advice. And for those that struggle with the, what I'd do if I were you, Stephanie, I would pick 2. I would do the 15 minute strategy, or the 1 hour Catherine style strategy, which is very, very basic. Oh, as I say, guys, she looks for trend and she looks for 1 hour BB bands or 1 hour orange lines, and you know, these GU here at 9 o'clock in particular, right, we're saying up, okay, with the trend, and the wick set up, and did it give 20 pips? Well, it went from 92 to I can't even see now. What does it say? About 26 there. It wasn't more. Oh, it's 26. Not 25, 26, 25, 92. Yeah, it's not that much. 26 and 8, 34. It wasn't a mega momentum day, Stephanie, but you know, you would have got your 20 pipper in there, even if you took, in fact, it went a lot higher than that. What am I doing? Sorry, guys. Let me work this out, just to put Stephanie's mind at rest. So we went from 99, that's where it was here, right, and it went to 38, so 39, 40-ish pip move, but again, Steph, you're looking at 2 trades there, 1, and there, both 20 pippers. Okay, and if you took the GJ, you'd have had something similar. If you'd have taken the UCAD, you know, you had that 20 pipper down there. Okay, so anyway, you know, Steph, do these, right, and then just have a play with the scalping, right? Because I've always said that I think people need 2 strategies, guys. You need, you know, a scalping strategy and a longer term strategy. But you know what, right? I trade, my bread and butter, as you know, is the 5 minute orange line trades, right? But I trade all types. If I like the look of the 15, I'll trade the 15 minute charts. If I like the look of the 1 hour charts, I'll trade them. LTs I do. Okay, but do you know what, guys? Do you know what? Every single strategy that I have made, video wise, every strategy I use in here is based on this here. The golden ticket. Everything. That is everything. And once you understand that, and once you find your style, you know, and something that suits you, people struggle. Okay, I'm not going to go too much on about Rocky, because he seems to have sorted himself out now, and you know, got rid of that nasty virus, reversalitis, and he's doing okay. Okay, but he's staying out of chat, and that's helped him. Okay, he's not listening to other people. He's focused on what he's doing. Okay, Darwin's doing great on the 15 minute. He found his way. Stephanie, you can do it. It's just a matter of finding your way. What's good for you? Look at MT. He's an ultra scalper, but oh my god, how good has he been of late? You know? Okay, so you just got to take heart from them, Steph, and as I say, you just got to stick with it and find that strategy that suits you. Again, you know, in time, you know, scalping might come to you. If not, then look at LTs, long-term trades, overnight trades. Do something like John Wick does. You know, the LTs are very simple, guys. You see these 2 charts here? Well, I'd use these 3, basically, right? And you say to yourself, what trend, 4 hour orange line bounce, it's going up from here. Right? Oh, we've hit the 8 hour BB band. There was a signal the day before. We've hit the 8 hour BB band. It's going down. That's your LT for the night. You know, that's it. Daily. Pace the daily here. It's going up. Bang. Next day, look at that. You come into the room and that's where we are. You're like, wow. You know. Look here. Pace the daily BB band. Oh, sell stop here. Bang. You know, it is that simple doing LTs, long-term trades. Anyway, guys, as I say, you know, that is basically it. Scalping for Bond and people like that. If Bond can get his head around this, CM's, you know, Bond, I spent what, an hour with you, 2 hours of, with you guys on Friday, and CM picked it up like that. Okay, he won 3 or 4 trades just doing that, what I said there, jumping in before momentum. Right, so Bondy, stop talking in the chat, right, and get your ass in gear, start trying it if you want to do scalping. If not, look at the 15-minute charts. Okay, Russ, I advise you to try the 15 minutes or the 1 hour. I think you're a bit more like Steph and probably not suited for scalping yet. I say yet because it will come eventually. You know, once you start winning, you'll have more confidence to just take on things, other things. Okay, and again, once again, just another word to Piyush. If you plan on staying Piyush, then try and you know, learn how to trade Forex, mate. Because it is every single person in the room, other than you at the moment, trades Forex. But you know, if you want to trade binary options, then watch this video first, and then perhaps look for 5-minute yellows or 15-minute blues might be the thing for you. If you're going to do the 5-minute signals, sorry, if you're going to do a 5-minute time binary options. Okay. Yeah, and I think that's about it, guys. I don't think I can make a video, you know, about scalping any easier than that. Just one thing, and see, that's a brilliant idea about using momentum as your stop loss. Okay, guys, that is something to look at. Again, you know, if you're going with the golden ticket or with the trend, utilize your own stop loss. You know, if you give it a little bit to breathe, but don't let it go 10 pips against you. That's crazy. You know, if it's going to go 3 or 4 pips against you, fine. Don't let it go 10. You know, any more than 5, just close the trade. In fact, 5, close the trade. But again, if you're with the golden ticket, utilize it. Alright, because sometimes it just flashes against you and then shoots up, or flashes against you and shoots down with you again. Okay, guys, I think that's about it. Alright, I don't think I can do any more than that. Ciao.